Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. If you're watching this live video, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so I see one thumbs up. Actually, I see two thumbs up. Does that mean you can hear me? I hope so. Three thumbs up. Okay, let's do this. Let's take this off of here. I still don't see a comment yet, but, oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Let's see, my desk. There we go. Hi, Jill. Hi, Deb. And Teresa. Okay, you guys can hear me. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so here is the cute box we're making tonight. Isn't it so cute? And it will hold one of these containers of popcorn. I'm going to show you the size and everything in just a few minutes. Let me go ahead and post the link for the live Chic Candy. You are going, oh, I got something on my fingernail. You're going to have to, you need to be here tonight for the live prizes because you're going to get to choose which one you want. Okay? So we're going back to the way we did it before. There's that. And then over on, let me go over to YouTube really quick and let me pin that. Oh dear, why is it asking me to sign in? Okay, there we go. Whew, that was going to scare me because I'm like, my password is in my phone up there. Okay, give me just a second. I'm almost there where I can pin the comment, or not pin the comment, but pin the Chic Candy. Okay, I see it, but I can't click on it. Okay, so the link to enter to win the live prizes tonight is at the very top. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're over on Facebook, sorry, you're going to have to hop over to YouTube. I can't, I can't make it happen in both places, right? Oh, Lisa says she's actually eating popcorn right now. That sounds good. I haven't had dinner. I'm kind of hungry. I think that was what was on my fingernails. I think I just had a snack of a piece of chocolate, and I think that's what was on my fingernail. Yeah, here's what I have on the side of my desk here. Yeah, I know it was chocolate. This sea salt and almond. Don't tell Dave. Okay, so let me show you the live prizes for tonight. If you're over on Facebook, you already saw them. Okay, so you're going to get to choose. So the first person gets to choose. The second person gets to choose. The third person, you're left with the leftovers. But if you don't want what you draw, I could make some exceptions. So, okay, so number one, the In Color Shimmer Gems. The other thing is you're going to get to choose, the other winner's going to get to choose 2 packs. So your choices are these 5 colors: Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Peach Pie. So you get to choose 2 of those. And then I have this drawstring bag that I made this weekend. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. I made it just for the winner tonight. Okay, so that's the live prizes. We're going to do that at the very end. And then while we're making the project, I will talk about a bunch of other things. Really quick, I finally wrapped up all the Designer Series paper charts, so I'm officially caught up. I did go ahead and include the paper that's going to be available in July. So my little thing here says online exclusives 25 first quarter. Well, it's kind of first quarter and second quarter, but I wasn't going to include second quarter, and then I did, but I didn't include it on the bottom. But anyway, the new paper, like Spooky Sweet, I don't know which papers are going to be available in July. I think it's these 3, but don't quote me. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of catalog stuff and online exclusive stuff, but this is all the online exclusives. Okay? I've caught up on that. What did Lisa say? Let's see. Yeah, you can see behind me that it's raining here. It was really dark. Like I thought it was fixing a storm, but it has passed. So good. Maybe it's going north, right? Or south or east. These are the supplies. This is the box template that we're using tonight. The stamp set and dies is Poppin By. So cute. This is the first time I've used it in a video. And then the dies, we're using Nested Essentials, Stylish Shapes, Textured Notes, and then the Poppin By. I've gone ahead and done the eyeglasses and the shoes because that's 4 pair of glasses and 4 shoes. So I went ahead and did a little bit of die cutting beforehand. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp all of our images. There are quite a few, right? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, in advance. Hey, Spring Hill, Tennessee. My sister works in Spring Hill. That is right down the road from my family. Okay, so we got 1 image, 2 images. We're using Daffodil Delight and Real Red. And if I look and sound like I'm sleepy, I am, because I had my CAT scan today. And for whatever reason, that stuff makes me tired. I don't know about y'all, but the contrast, yeah, it kind of makes me tired. Okay, I'm going to use Daffodil Delight first. And I normally use the stamping pad only with photopolymer. But with this image, you need it to, it's a solid image, right? So I feel like this pad really helps get a better image. Hopefully that makes sense. And then now the next one. You could do 2 of the same guy, but that's okay. That's going to get cut out, so it doesn't bother me. And then we're going to do 2 of the popcorn. I can tell that my ink pad needs to be re-inked. That's fine. Okay, so Stephanie says it does wear you out. Yeah, I don't know why. It's not like it's painful. Well, I take it back. The line they have to put in for the contrast, it does hurt. Okay, so I'm done with Daffodil Delight. I got 2 of them, 2 popcorns. Oh, I just noticed that's I'm kind of talking to myself also. So we need to clean this really quick because I used it in Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to take my Simply Chamois. I did just wash these today, so they're nice and clean. Okay, that should be good. You know, I think the rain also makes you tired, right? Yeah, the rain kind of makes you tired as well. Okay, so I'm just going to dry this on my hand. And, ruh-roh. Now I'm going to use real red. Vicki, did your PET scan go okay? Okay, that one's done. I did go ahead and see that it looks like there's no reoccurrence of the kidney cancer, so I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to go over the results, but since I got a notification, I went ahead and took a peek, right? Okay, anything else I need to stamp? I've already done the greeting. I did that in advance. Okay, so let's die cut these images, but I do need to trim these down because I am using the mini. The mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so I still have a few more mystery boxes. I will tell you that 3 people liked their box so much, they ordered a second one. 3! That's amazing. Brooke and I are so happy. It's like, wow, that means you really liked our boxes. Yeah. Okay, so what else can I talk about? Oh, the doves are doing well. The baby doves. I need my dies. Where'd I put them? Yeah, they're making me a nervous wreck though, because I am an overprotective mom. So every day I'm nervous that they're going to fall out of the nest and then I'm going to end up raising them because, you know, who's going to call animal control? Well, maybe I found this on the web. Hey, quit listening to me. Okay, here's the first one. Maybe I should have done these in advance, but like I said, I had my PET scan today. Or not PET scan. I had my CAT scan today. So, yes. I'm lucky I'm here. Where's the die? I'm glad it's not storming. Originally, I thought it was going to be storming when I went live, so thank goodness it's not. Oh, you go to Vanderbilt. My sister's actually having some tests done tomorrow at St. Thomas. Okay, that one's done. I know you're probably wondering, why am I separating these? I think it's just a little bit easier to see what I'm doing when it's small. Especially this one, because the daffodil color is a little harder to see. All we're really using out of this, though, is the popcorn. Uh-oh. Now see, look. The white piece has to be ahead of the mat, if you're wondering. I can tell that one shifted a little bit, I think. Yeah, it did, but that's okay. All we need is the popcorn. Okay, does that look good? I think so. Okay, we have 2 more after this. Now you see why I went ahead and did the glasses and the shoes. Otherwise, we'd be die cutting all night long, right? There's that. And now we can maybe do both of these at the same time. Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to mess it up. That's the wrong die. That one goes on that one. This one goes on here. That looks good. Let me get another piece of tape and we'll do the other one. Oh my goodness, you have trees down and cars. Where are you? Where's that happening at? That's scary. This has been the wettest. The lake house, the lake, we can't even get to our pontoon or our dock. The lake it's 12 feet high. So we can't even get to our boat at all. Like, yeah. I should have downloaded that picture to show. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. That one didn't die cut. I better run this back through again because I don't think I had it. Oh, the problem is that this white pad. Ugh, let me move this up. That's the problem. I think it was hanging off the mat. West Virginia. Dang. Hey, Cliffy, how are you doing? The mourning doves are doing well. In fact, I have a picture for those of you that didn't already see it. There's both of the babies. Not the best picture, but it's a picture. They're doing very well. Of course, I obsess over them. Even my husband is obsessed with them now. He looks at them every day, like multiple times. But I don't know if I can handle ever having them again because it's just too stressful. I'm worried about them nonstop. They're so big that I don't even know how they're in that nest. Okay, so now we're going to have to do some fussy cutting. We're going to have to do some assembly stuff. So if you need a drink of water or a drink of wine or a drink of anything, feel free to disappear for a little bit because what I'm going to do is fussy cut the popcorn out, the daffodil popcorn, and fussy cut the red popcorn. Yeah, so yeah, if you need to go grab a snack or even have dinner. Let's see, I'm in the camera view, right? I'm not doing the best of job of cutting this, but oh, I just heard a bird. And okay, there's that one. No, that's trash. Oh, I just heard the mourning dove. They make the most beautiful sound ever, don't they? Oh, that's so cute. I kind of get chill bumps every time I hear them. Oh, she keeps cooing. I wonder why. Maybe she's calling the papa to come on back. Or maybe it's him calling the mama to come back. Okay, so now those are done. And now we got to cut out the popcorn so that we can glue it behind the container. Yeah, I totally should have done this in advance. Sorry, guys. I would have if I hadn't had my my CAT scan today. Yeah, it took every single minute that I had to get completely ready. I had another, what appointment did I have yesterday? Goodness gracious, they all run together. Okay. I don't know why I trimmed that. I don't need that. I just need the popcorn. I'm forgetting what I'm using. Okay, so now this is going to get glued like that. And let's see. Yeah, just like that. I may trim this just a smidge since I kind of cut it or stamped it. I die cut it a little crooked. Okay, there's that one. And then this one's going to go on here. So you can either tape them together or you can just use liquid glue. Oh, did you? I know several of you guys said that you got the iron. Did you get it? Do you love it? It's really hot. I meant to tell you, be careful because that iron is fabulous. It's lightweight. Come back here. But it gets so hot, which is really nice for ironing, right? We all want a really hot iron. Okay, that one's done. Now we'll do this one. Yeah, I think I told y'all that I liked the iron so much that I actually bought another one for the lake house because it was like, it's so lightweight and it gets so hot, and the steam feature is really great and it doesn't leak. I don't know if you guys have irons that when you steam, they leak water all over the place. I do not like that. Okay, I'm going to take my dark basic black Stampin' Blend marker, and I'm going to color, come back here, the eyes with the black. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I feel like it also makes them pop a little bit more, right? And we're going to do the same thing to these guys. Otherwise, they just kind of blend in the background, right? I went with David the other day to help him pick out his glasses. His eyes are no longer, he used to be able to see, like, it seemed like a mile ahead. He had the best eyesight, and now all of a sudden, he has worse eyesight than mine. See, eventually everybody's eyes goes. Okay, now we need to use our Take Your Pick tool, which I put over here. Let's see. Here's my Take Your Pick tool. And so what I'm going to do is, let's just dump these out. So we're going to add glasses to each of these, and I'm turning them upside down. Yeah. Okay. Is that right? And what I'm going to do is put a smear . Okay. And then I feel like I'm doing surgery. Okay. I guess I should have not turned them the other way. There's the first one. I'm just brushing on some glue, liquid glue. I guess this process would go a lot faster if you didn't put glasses on them. Ruh-roh. This one needs to move. Okay, one more. This is moving along faster than I thought it was going to. The glasses are bigger than its head, right? Okay, the final step is shoes. I cut a couple extra in case I dropped one because, you know, sometimes I am very clumsy. Let's see. Whew. Okay, I need more glue. Sometimes I'm like, okay, which shoe goes where? Oh, come here. And let's see. These rascals are hard to tell. They're so small. I have to look real close. And the final one is this one. Uh-oh, come here. I need more glue. Okay. So now we have all of our images. And now we can make the box. I went ahead and did the greeting in advance. That's pretty simple to do, so I figured y'all wouldn't mind if I did that ahead of time. Oh, wait, I still have the doves on. Sorry. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Debbie, for reminding them to like and subscribe. Especially those of you that entered to win the Chic Candy, right? Okay, so here is the rest of the supplies. So like I said, I did go ahead and stamp the greeting. Got that out of the way. Okay, where do I put this? Put it behind me. Move this over. I do not want to get anything on it or to lose them. Okay, I'm going to get my Simply Scored scoring tool. I have glue on my fingers. Okay, so on the box template, your cardstock, I'm using real red cardstock, and it's 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. And on the first side, the first 8 1/4 side, they're both 8 1/4. So the first one, we're going to score at 3/4, 3 3/4, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. On the other 8 1/4 side, we're going to score at 3/4. Oh, goodness gracious, I jumped the track. I think that's just on the bottom, so it'll be fine. 6 3/4. I'm wondering, do I have my... I do. Wax paper, just rub it across, and that eliminates you from jumping the track. So 6 3/4. It's smooth like butter when you do that. I love it. And 7 1/2. So a recap: 3/4, 6 3/4, and 7 1/2. And your box template is a free resource for you to print tomorrow and download. So yeah, you will have that. I'm going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. One more. Okay. So now the top up here has the 2 score lines. And then this is the bottom that only has 1. Okay. So I'm going to cut up to the score line on each of these. And then this one I'm going to remove, okay? The other 2 tabs I'm going to slightly angle cut. So this is the very bottom of our box. Now I'm going to turn this over because this is the top, and I'm going to cut on all of these score lines down to that second score line, okay? Okay, so now let's turn it right side up again. So looking at this, we're going to start on this far right side. You're going to cut this piece off and then angle cut this. This next section, you're going to completely remove, okay? That's trash. The next section, you're just going to cut on that score line. And then you're going to angle cut that tab. This one you're going to leave alone. And then this one here you're going to completely remove. Okay? So that's what it looks like right now. You're going to take your corner rounder and round the corner. Okay, and then take a circle punch. You can use any size you have. So this is going to fold over like that. This is the front of our box. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now, before I assemble this, is add the paper, because it's a little bit easier to do right now. This is the what paper? Mixed. This is the Mixed Media Florals paper. So I'm going to add it to this basic black layer. And then we're going to attach it right here to the front. And then we're going to re-punch that circle, okay? I do have the link for the scissors. In fact, it's already posted in the description, but you probably can't see the description right now because you're, let me just post these real quick. So these are, copy. Here you go. This is 4 items. There you go. Okay. Oh goodness, they kind of bunched them up together, didn't it? Okay, where's that punch again? Here it is. So I want to re-punch this. Okay. Now we're going to add our, so right here and right here is where we place our adhesive. I'm going to use my tear and tape. Let me get this out of the way. And then down here, Where's my take your pick tool? Here we go. Okay. So remove the backing. And then we're just gonna, let's see, what are we doing? Like that. Almost did the wrong thing. And then now we want to remove the backing on this one. And then fold this over. Okay, so let me show you the popcorn now. So this is the 1.75 ounce, okay? And this is the size that will fit in here. So don't confuse it with the larger bags. This is like what David gets. If you have a Dollar Tree, now this, it kind of fits at an angle, and it makes the box a little cattywampus, but it will fit. You just kind of have to shimmy it a little. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes it a little crooked. A little, not crooked, but a little, it makes it a little cattywampus. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. See? Can you tell? Like, it's a tight fit, but it fits. And this is the box size. So this has 1.75. You can get it on Amazon if you don't have a Dollar Tree near you. If you have a Dollar Tree, you can get them there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and add the other strips of the Designer Series paper. It looks like I cut that a little big. The Designer Series paper is the Mixed Media Florals. Mixed Media Florals. It's probably an online exclusive because I know it's not in the catalog, I think. Okay, so now add this layer here. This was cut out with the nested essential dies, and then I embossed it with the mini corrugated embossing folder. Okay, love that embossing folder. And I am going to use liquid glue, but I will tell you it takes a minute for this to dry. So if you want to make this and you're in a hurry, maybe use a stronger adhesive. Okay, now we're going to take our ribbon. This is the Darling Duckling ribbon. It's one of the new in colors. And I did use, I believe, 28 inches. I'm going to see about using 27. Let's see if 27 will work. If not, I'm going to make it work, right? Yeah, 27 inches will work. Perfect. Okay, there's that. Now we want to add the circle. So you can just glue this down if you want. With liquid glue like I'm going to do, or you could pop it up with dimensionals, but since we're popping up the popcorn, then I don't want to pop this layer up. Okay, next we've got our popcorn guys, and we want to add dimensionals to all of them, but let me tell you, you want to put them, you want to put the dimensionals in a specific spot because otherwise they're not going to fit on here properly. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my mini dimensionals to the greeting. And if you'll notice, I'm not going to put, that's about as far as I'm going to do that because, yeah. Well, I lied. I'm going to go ahead and put one at the end. It'll be fine. Right? Will it be fine? It'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's put dimensionals. So on this guy, I'm going to put the dimensional on his head. And on, is that right? And on this guy, I'm going to put the dimensional on his bottom. You'll see why in just a minute. Because I want the dimensional to attach to the box and not the black layer. And then for this one, I want it to attach to the box and not the ribbon. Okay? See, there's a reason for everything. Uh-oh, I reversed them. That's okay. It'll be fine. Now for these guys, I'm going to put dimensionals on the top and the bottom. We have a baby deer and a mama deer living in the woods behind us right here. So we have more wildlife to talk about. Yes, we have a baby deer and the mama. They actually ran out in front of David yesterday. Was that yesterday? I was like, oh no. And now this one. I'm trying to make sure that I leave enough room for the embellishments, but you know, I'm not. It's a good thing the dimensionals don't stick immediately, right? Let's go ahead and add the greeting. We will definitely pray for you. So you're having a biopsy on 2 masses. Goodness gracious, that is scary. Hopefully they're just not anything serious, right? That's what you're hoping for. And I'm going to move this guy down. Yes, Valerie, for sure. We have lots of ladies on here that have gone through cancer and chemo and radiation. I'm trying to lift this one up and move it down just a smidge. Do y'all do that? Move things around after you've stuck them down. That's the great thing about dimensionals. They're very forgiving. Okay, so our final step is to add the embellishment. This is the 2025 through 2027 in color flat pearls. So if you'll notice, we use daffodil ink. We use daffodil cardstock. We use the Darling Duckling ribbon, and we're using the Darling Duckling embellishments. So it's nice that we can mix them up, right? Do I want to change the placements? Nope, I'm going to keep it over here. He didn't hit the mama or the baby. He just braked for them. They ran across the street, but luckily they were far enough away. And yes, we hit a deer Memorial Day. It was Memorial Day. Or no, it was the day before Memorial Day because we had a tornado that hit our lake house. It mainly just did roof damage, but the whole street, all the trees were down. But anyway, no, he didn't hit them. Thank the Lord. Yes. But the little baby deer is so cute. Our neighbors have been finding her sleeping in their landscaping. Okay. What do you think? Pretty cute, right? Oh my goodness, Gina, definitely prayers for you as well. Wow, that's scary. Okay, do y'all like the box? So it measures 3 inches, so it's 3 inches wide, 6 inches long, and then it's 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, Okay, so let's see what we need to discuss. I still have a few more mystery boxes if anybody's interested. I can't remember how many. We're going to be getting low because we've got more orders that came in today. But we are working on, I think I just assembled 5 other boxes, and we're just kind of starting to add stuff to it. We are still having the sweet sale still. If you add additional items from the clearance rack or whatever, it kind of messes up the sweet sale. So I suggest ordering your sweets and then placing a second order for your other items, and then use your Stampin' Rewards from your first order. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so last week's YouTube Chic Candy was this fabric tray and the Sunshine Vibes and the coordinating dies. Karen Bryant, you are the winner. I need you to fill out my form. Here's the link. Here's the QR code, so you can take a picture of this, but I do need your address, so I do need you to claim your prize, okay? If it's not claimed within a few days, let's say I'll give you a week, we will redraw for another winner, okay? So now this week's YouTube Chic Candy, do I have a picture of it? Let's see. Yes, okay. So this week's YouTube Chic Candy is the mixed label stamp set, the mixed label or the mixed floral dies, and then this fabric tray. Okay. The way you enter to win is you just leave a comment on this video when it's over. So not the chat box, not over on Facebook, but on the actual video in the comment section, which will be available as soon as the video is over. I will announce the winner next Tuesday, just like I did today with Karen's, okay? And then now we're going to do, oh, I didn't realize I left that up there. Let's see. How do I hide that? There we go. Okay, y'all still there? So tonight's prizes, there were my earbuds. Again, whoever wins first, you're going to get to choose. Whoever wins second, you're going to get to choose. And then the third one is left with whatever the first two did not draw, right? I feel like I'm forgetting to tell y'all something, but I don't think so. So give me just a minute. What I'm going to do is go pull up the entries, and then I'm going to share my screen to draw the winners. Okay, so let me close the form. Where am I going? I'll tell y'all how many entries we have. We have 199 entries, and I'm just going to copy those real quick. Download. And today's date is 6/17. And those of you that entered your address, I will never, ever, ever use your address for anything other than mailing you a prize. I will not sell your information. I will not do anything shady with it. So let me tell you what happened to my husband today. While I was getting my CAT scan, he got a phone call from someone that pretended to be the sheriff's department. And here's what they told him. And I'm sharing this with y'all because I want y'all to be protected. They told him that he missed jury duty. He missed jury duty. And there was a warrant or something for his whatever. I don't know. He can't remember all of it. Okay, let me share my screen. Let's see. Screen share. I'm looking for you. Here we go. Can y'all see my screen? Let me turn the volume up. Okay, we're going to draw the first winner, and then I've got my little timer here, so you got to claim it within a certain time frame or I'll draw another winner. Okay, here we go. so Chris, and so I need to know which prize you would like. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute so that we can look for her her comment. So Chris Ann, I need to know which item you would like. Your choices are the Shimmer Gems, 2 packs of cardstock. You get to choose your pack of cardstock, or the drawstring bag. So I'm going to turn the timer over now. We need to hear from Chris Ann Jensen. I need a new ink pen. That thing hardly even wrote the name. So if y'all see her comment, I'm going to rewrite it. Chris Ann Jen. You want the paper. Okay. So the paper is yours. I just need you to let me know which 2 packs you want. So your choices are Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, or Peach Pie. So you get to choose your 2 colors. And I'll look for that in the comments in just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and draw the next person. And I'm going to share my screen again. Uh-oh. I messed up. I was supposed to remove your name. If her name is drawn again, well, she won't get 2 prizes. That's never happened before, but it could tonight, right? Congrats, Patty. Which item would you like? G-E-Y-E-N. We'll restart the timer. Patty, you have won. So your choices are, let me take the wheel off. Your choices are the Shimmer Gems or the drawstring bag. This is Lori Holt fabric. Okay, Summer Splash and Pretty in Pink. Those are my 2 favorite. Summer Splash and Pretty in Pink. Okay. So we're waiting to hear from Patty which item she wants. The gems or the drawstring bag. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, still waiting to hear from Patty. The comments have stalled, which means the bag. Okay, so the next winner is going to receive the Shimmer Gems. And I'm going to share my screen again. Well, oh, I hear the doves again. Okay, final winner. Kathy, congrats. Kathy, if you do not want the Shimmer Gems, you can choose 2 of the other packs of cardstock. So you let me know if you want the Shimmer Gems or if you want the Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, or Shy Shamrock. Okay? Okay, let's remove this from the screen. And I need to show you guys how to claim your prize. So right here is, this is the link. You can take a picture with your phone, or you can email me at this email. So I need your mailing address to mail y'all's gifts. Even if I've mailed you something, it's easier to have your address in my email current, recent. I'm having a hard time wording that. Okay, so I was going to look back through the questions really quick. If you asked me a question earlier, wait, where can I put these so y'all can see them? There's that one. Oh, your granddad. Oh, that's so sweet. I love it when Chase and them FaceTime. So let me tell you about Olivia. She, when they call, I use the emojis on my iPhone, and she really loves the mouse because she loves Minnie Mouse. So now every time they FaceTime me, she'll say mouse, mouse. So I have to put the mouse on my face on the iPhone. Okay, I'm going to go back to the story about David really quick. He got a phone call from a pretend sheriff's office, and he got really scared because he's like, well, our mail gets lost all the time, so maybe I did miss jury duty. Maybe it really happened. So David was like, well, I need to discuss this with my wife. And the guy was like, no, there's been a warrant, blah, blah, blah. And then David said, let me just come to the sheriff's department and I'll take care of it. And they're like, no, you have to take care of it now. And I don't know what they said, but David was on the phone with them for like 10 minutes. And then finally they said something, and he was like, okay, this is a scam. And he hung up. And then he called the sheriff's department and asked them if there was a warrant out. And they said, no, this is a scam. So anybody that you know, tell them that if they get a call from the sheriff's department will not call you. They will come to your address. So even though they were able to tell David what our address was and blah, 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 they're a scammer. So freaking criminals. I swear I hate them. That's a terrible word to say. Sorry. I know it's a terrible word to say in front of kids too, but it is like, why can't they do good in the world instead of bad? Ugh. It just irks me so bad. Yeah. Well, and I just think about the people that don't really have the means, right? Do you have to request a new catalog? So yes, you do now, because what I did was I ran a report of everyone that placed orders with me during the pre-order process, and I paid Stampin' Up to mail all the catalogs to everyone. So if you had not ordered from me in the last 6 months, I did not send a catalog. I only send them to people that place orders with me now, especially now that things are very different. Sales are way down. Yeah, so Gina says you can call 911 to confirm that the uninformed person at your door is legit. Oh yeah, that is pretty scary about what happened the other day. Yeah, imagine if you looked out your door and saw a police officer, or what you thought. That's really scary. Ugh. Okay, any last minute questions before I sign off? I know, imagine the good. I mean, I swear, it's crazy. There's so many scams going on. It's frightening. And they must be having success because they're just continuing to do it, right? Yeah, unfortunately. And the older we all get, David was like, well, maybe because our mail is so bad, maybe he did accidentally miss a summons to jury duty, right? Yeah, I've told my whole family if they ever get a phone call from me asking for money, or if I have an Amazon account or whatever those things are, I'm like, hang up and call me. Just hang right up and call me, because it's probably a scam. I will never ask anybody for money except for my husband. Right? It's a night. Oh, there was a movie, right? What was the name of that movie that she got scammed and then goes on the hunt? Yeah. It is pretty scary about the shooting in Minnesota. That is just a whole nother level of dysfunction, right? Very scary. Yes, if I lived there, well, although I'm still scared of the dude that tried to break into our house. Last year, July the 4th weekend? Yeah, I'm still traumatized by it. And I got more cameras, so now I can see a whole lot more than what I had even then. Not that a camera would shoot them or do anything bad, but I would get a notification of movement. So, yeah, thank goodness for all the cameras. Yep, we are definitely praying for everyone on here tonight. If you've got illnesses that you've shared with us, if you're having surgery or procedures. Jolene says that's 10 miles from her. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Yeah, I would be a nervous wreck right now. Get more cameras. Hey, Cliffy. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to sign off. David's upstairs heating up my dinner, so I'm going to go eat. I will see you guys next Tuesday, same time, same place. And I appreciate you guys being here. Have a great night. See you next week. Bye.